Hey guys, I'm Erik Peterson, and I'm a men's dating and relationship coach for 𝗧𝗵𝗲 and today's coaching video is called When She Pulls Away, Don't Panic. Now, this is an email from a viewer, and in it he's talking about he and his girlfriend that have been together for a couple of months, but they really hit it off and things have just been absolute bliss between them. But she has gone on vacation and she hasn't been texting him or calling him as much and not showing him a lot of attention or affection, and it's really set him over the edge as far as anxiety goes. And just so you guys know, that this is separation anxiety and everyone experiences it. So don't feel weak because you're feeling like this internal panic inside you. This is natural and it's how we're all wired. So I just want to make sure that's clear, that it's really how you handle it that makes the difference. It's not the fact that you're feeling like this. But before we get started, I just wanted to say that if you guys find this video helpful or any of my videos helpful, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up and for you to share it with any of your friends and family who may also find it helpful. And I'd also really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button down below and tick that little bell symbol that's next to it. By doing that, you will get real-time notifications of when I upload new videos. And if you guys have any questions, whether it be about one of my videos or you're having some issues in your own relationship, please feel free to shoot me a message. And if it's a good question that I think will benefit my subscribers, I will answer it in a video. But either way, I will get back to you and respond to your questions. All I ask is that when you send me these questions, you keep things short and concise. Just stick to the important parts, because I've been getting some very long emails and I just don't have time to read through them, let alone answer them. So just stick to the important parts and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I have to take care of my paying clients first, but I will get back to you. So just be a little patient. So if you want to send me a question, head over to my website at 𝗧𝗵𝗲𝗧 click on the contact tab and shoot me a message from there. Now, if you need to get in touch with me right away, the best way to do that is, again, head to my website at 𝗧𝗵𝗲𝗧 click on the coaching tab, and there I have several options for you to choose from. I provide emergency email coaching, and I also provide monthly coaching where I work with you throughout the month. And I will put the links to both my contact page and my coaching page in the description down below. So with that in mind, let's get on to this email. He says, "Hello, my girlfriend, who lives in another state and has 2 kids, is on vacation visiting her parents and sister. She had planned to stop by and spend a couple days with me on her way back home, but now she doesn't know. And ever since she got there, she has been very distant. She will text just a little, and she has called twice in a week. Not like her at all." Well, so far it sounds like she's just a bit busy on her vacation, and you also have to keep in mind that she has 2 kids. And I mean, children will always be a woman's top priority over any man, no matter how much she's in love with you. And if they're young children, probably even more so. So, and also, you know, she's probably just enjoying her vacation. That she's visiting her family that she probably doesn't get to see very often. So she probably doesn't have as much time to give to you as she normally would. He says, "She has always, since we met in March, been about us. We talk and text every day till she went to be with her sister and family." Well, that's more than likely part of the problem there, and that is over communication. And a lot of us fall into this trap. It's really easy to fall into it. And it seems harmless at first, but if you're in contact with each other all the time and you're always available, women start to get a little bored and their attraction begins to drop a little bit. And by you always being in communication with her, there's really not a lot of mystery about you or challenge for her, which causes things to cool off a little bit for her. And I mean, you also just met in March and it's now June, so 3 months you've been together, and 3 months is around the time that intense excitement and the newness of the relationship begins to wear off for most couples. I mean, it's usually between like 3 to 5 months. Doesn't mean that the love is any less. It's just that intense infatuation that for most couples begins to taper off a little bit. So that's probably has a little something to do with it. He continues, I did ask her a week ago why she was being distant and quiet. She said she's just been busy, so I don't want to seem needy, but I'm crazy about her, and I don't want to push or lose her. Well, for one thing, I don't recommend that you ever ask a woman why she's being distant and quiet. I mean, for one, it's accusatory, and it immediately puts her on the defensive, which begins to cause drama. And two, it communicates that you're not all that confident about the relationship. And this kind of behavior is the type of behavior that begins to turn women off. So instead, if you run into this in the future, what I recommend that you do is you just simply ask her, is everything okay? And if she comes back saying something like, why would you ask that? Of course everything's fine. And you just respond with something that's simple and non-accusatory. Like, it just seems like things have been a little off lately, and I just wanted to make sure nothing was bothering you. And you just leave it at that. She will probably say nothing's bothering me, but maybe she will tell you something. But if you could sense that something is still bothering her, it's okay that you push a little bit to try to pull it out of her. I mean, you don't want to do it in a way that is pissing her off, but you know, you would just say something along the lines of, it's okay, you could talk to me. I want to know what's going on. You know, something of that nature. And if she's just being too difficult, then just let it go. He says, I don't respond when she texts and calls. Why wouldn't you respond? I mean, you don't want to start getting all emotional and punish her because she's not giving you enough attention. I mean, she'll know why you're doing that, and it's just going to piss her off. So if you're doing this to punish her, it's not a good way to handle things. He continues, I haven't asked her if anything's wrong. I've tried to be upbeat, just talking, but like yesterday, she called but had to go 15 minutes into the conversation and said she would call back, but has yet to. Well, like I said, she's probably just a little busy enjoying her vacation and spending time with her kids. And perhaps she's a little bored and disinterested, but there's no reason to panic about that. Basically, you're just not a high priority right now, and I understand that the sudden change is a little tough emotionally. I mean, we've all been there. But she'll come back around as long as you keep your composure. It's very important. It's okay to feel this inside, but you must keep your composure, because otherwise it's going to have bad consequences. I mean, if you start freaking out or get emotional, it's only going to push her further away, because to girls that you're acting weak, and it starts making them feel a little uncertain about you and about the relationship. So you just want to be confident about it, and like I said, keep your composure. He says, she used to say she loves me, and she doesn't anymore, or at least in a week. I'm trying not to freak out. Well, dude, it's only been a week. And if she tells you that she loves you all the time, I understand why, alarm bells are going off. But you're going to have to get used to the fact, if you're ever in a long-term relationship, there's going to be long periods of time where she doesn't tell you that she loves you. It doesn't mean that she doesn't love you. She's just not feeling it that intense right now. So you just need to chill out And whatever you do, do not tell her that you love her out of desperation or to try to get her to say it back to you. I'm telling you this from experience. I've done this before when I was younger, and it totally backfires, and it's just going to make you look desperate and weak and needy. So you just don't want to use it as a tactic. Let's put it that way. I really want to call and ask her what the heck is going on, but then I also say, if she's as crazy about me as she says, then she will call or text me. Well, yes, that is true. She will call or text you when she's crazy about you, but if she's not feeling it at this moment, she's not going to do that. And you have to understand that women typically live in the moment emotionally, and they are reactionary to their emotions. So what this basically means is when she's feeling it, she'll express it. When she's not feeling it, she won't. It doesn't mean that the relationship has totally changed. She's just not feeling it in that moment. But emotions change like the wind, and what she's feeling right now can be 180 degrees the opposite tomorrow. I joke around with a lot of my coaching clients, and I talk about this is how women can love you one moment and just despise you the next moment. And I know all you guys that are listening to this probably have been through that, and it's confusing to us guys, but because we're a lot more even keel emotionally. But for women, it's not the same way. And it's when they love us one moment and hate us the next, it's usually because we say or do something stupid, but not all the time. It's just that her emotions have changed at that moment, and she's going to go along with her emotions. I just don't know how you could just forget someone you've been texting and talking to so much. She didn't forget about you, dude. She's probably thinking about you, but like I said, you're just not a high priority right now. How do I keep her and not screw it up trying to get her to talk to me? On May 5th, she said she was mine and I was hers, and we've not argued. Everything has been great. Now we haven't seen each other in a month, but we've kept constant contact with each other. Well, if you guys didn't live in different states, I would be a little concerned about the month part, but since you guys are more or less long distance, when you say different states, I don't know if those are neighboring states or you're a few states in between each other. I don't know, but like I said before, part of the problem is the constant contact. I mean, if you're always in touch with her, she has little reason to see you because she already knows what's going on with you. So it's best to keep your phone and computer conversations to a minimal and instead make dates to see each other in person. Now, the fact that you're in different states, I understand that's not as easy as it sounds. But if you can't make regular dates with each other, a good way to handle this is to make like Skype or FaceTime dates where you could see each other and joke around and flirt. I mean, obviously it's not as good as being in each other's presence and being able to touch each other and kiss each other and enjoy some extra bedroom fun, but it's the next best thing. You have to work with what you have. I don't want to sound needy or push her away. What should I do? I want to confront what's going on, or should I let it go and wait for her? I'm desperate. Don't want to lose her. Help. Thanks. Well, for the most part, you just want to let this go. I mean, here's the thing. Women will always pull away from you from time to time. I mean, you can bank on it. It's going to happen, and it's not going to just happen once. It's going to happen multiple times over your entire relationship. And it's just how they are. I mean, sometimes it's because she's a little stressed out, maybe with work or with one of her girlfriends. Maybe she's having a fight. Maybe something traumatic is going on in the family, or things aren't running so smoothly. Or sometimes it's because she's hormonal. And other times, and most of the time, it's just because she's gotten a little bored and familiar with you. I mean, when you're in constant contact or you see each other all the time, she's going to get a little familiar with you, and she just needs a little space. I mean, really what it all boils down to is that you are just not high on her list of priorities right now. And that's in this moment, which also means that her attraction for you isn't super high right now. I actually did a video about how a woman's attraction for men is on a sliding scale. You know, sometimes her attraction is way up here, where she's super crazy about you, she can't get enough of you, she's head over heels in love with you. And other times it's down here where she's just kind of like, I have some other things I want to take care of right now, I'll get back to him later. And it's always moving up and down. So right now, it's probably a little bit down here. On May 5th, when she was telling you all these sweet things, it was way up here. And now that it's down here, it's going to go back up as long as you don't lose it. And so basically, you just don't want to panic because, like I said, this will probably change pretty soon. And she more than likely just needs a little space to think about you and wonder about you a little bit. So you don't want to start blowing up her phone, and you've already asked her what's going on, so don't keep asking her, because all that communicates is that you are not confident about the relationship and how she feels about you. Your uncertainty, if you communicate it like this, your uncertainty is going to make her uncertain. And so what I recommend that you do instead is you just give it a couple days and see how things play out. Let her do the reaching out for now. What I mean is let her initiate contact just for now and see how it goes. And when you do talk to her, just tell her that you've been missing her this month and you really hope that she stops by to see you. I mean, there's nothing weak about telling a girl how you feel. So by telling you that you miss her or that you love her, if you're at that stage yet, there's nothing wrong with that. You just don't want to be gushing it, and especially all the time. So if she doesn't want to stop by and see you for whatever reason, it's okay to express that you're disappointed. You might say, well, that's a bummer. But I mean, as long as she's not disrespecting you, there's nothing to get upset about. And you just don't want to lose it emotionally. And if that's the case, where she doesn't want to stop by and she's still being distant, you just continue to stay backed up. You know, you just keep your distance. And when she begins to re-engage, then you just accept her with open arms and you continue being your fun and charming self. I mean, that's really all there is to it. And I could have shortened that quite a bit by just saying, just let it go. And that's really as simple as that. So that's really all you have to do. And I guarantee, as long as you didn't do something horrible, or there's not another guy in the picture like an ex, I don't mean a new guy. If there is a new guy, which I highly doubt, she's not going to be dropping you that quickly. Maybe there's an ex. I don't know. You didn't talk about that, like her children's father. But for the most part, there's absolutely nothing you have to worry about. You just go about your day, and she will re-engage when she starts missing you. So that's it. I appreciate all of you guys that have watched this video to the end. If you guys have found this video of any value, also in the description down below, I have a link to PayPal if you would like to give a donation. And these donations just really help me to continue making free content for you guys. Alrighty, so I'll catch you on the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.